picked this book up and had Victoria say to me, "You better be careful. You better be careful." And I say, "What are they gonna do to me?" I'm American. I am true blue. Carry the colors right on my can. Oh, give me a long neck bottle of beer. Pabst Blue Ribbon beer. I tell you, man, I'm delusional enough. As an American, I am what you get when you give us the idea of American. I am what people in other countries, like the French, I believe, said American. It's not France and Francian, it's France and French. It's not Germanian, it's German. I don't know how to get around this, but American. It's the idea that you can say what you believe and you are protected by something that people hold dear, an idea. Shocked me the other day, actually, when they were showing reactions from around the world, and there was some French woman doing an interview. She might have been a French newswoman, I don't know, but it was the French, which I give the French every right to hate us. We try to throw the hate louder because we want to avoid the fact that the French helped us so much in the Revolutionary War against the Brits. The people we were turning on, I mean, that's a pretty ballsy move. They must have hated the Brits quite a bit to support us. We were screwing them. This woman in the interview, she said, yes, to see this happen in America, the seat of democracy. That's what she called it. And I said, you know what? They may hate us, but it gave me an idea. They only hate us because we screw them around and we're trying to hate them more. But this is the place where it's supposed to be. This place in the world, it represents something. And we can just have a bunch of yahoots running in, you know, crapping in the hallways and everywhere else they can get their pants down. They didn't even have to look around. They're taking a crap in the hallway. People are like, that's okay, I like that. Everybody around them. How often have you ever been anywhere where somebody was taking a dump in front of you and you said, oh, that's cool, go ahead. Yeah. Oh, now I'm going to step in that later? Oh my gosh. What a mess. And here we are paying the people to clean that shit up. But I think about being true blue, red, white, and blue. American, this is what you get. You told me I could say it, I'm going to say it, type of thing. And I drink Pabst. And you know what? My father drank Pabst. All the time I was growing up, it was always Pabst Blue Ribbon cans and long neck bottles of beer. And unless he went to Canada and he liked to bring back a treat from Canada when we go fishing up there, he'd always bring back Black Label, I think it was. There's Siete. I don't know whoever taught him to open that door. And I'm like, okay, he drinks Pabst. I drank beer since I was a teenager, you know. So it got me ready for the Army. But I thought the first Pabst I ever drank was driving down the road on a highway, coming into Deadwood, South Dakota, with D-Day, and the sun was just getting ready to set right before a torrentious rain pour rolled in, and we lived through a storm and dead people by the cemetery and everything else, you know, winning at gambling. On the way by there, before we even saw Deadwood, we were going by a VFW hall, and I went by there a couple of years ago. It's not there anymore. They changed the location, but we stopped in the VFW hall. I said, I got a card. I said, let's go in, because I can get in. I don't know if he could, but we got in, and when we sat down at the bar, I don't remember ever having drunk a Pabst Blue Ribbon in my life. I was not a red, white, and blue American. Blued, screwed, and tattooed. Maybe not yet. I haven't been blued yet either. But that's a tattoo, I think. I don't know. Stabbing, something to do with. Haven't really looked enough into that one. But we were going by there, went in, and there they had 50-cent glasses of Pabst Blue Ribbon. Maybe cans. It seems more like it was cans because, you know, a glass or something out of the tap is never as good as it is straight from the factory without having sat in a basement on a truck for a long time. It's good on tap, not as good as it is out of a can. And they had 50 cents, and I said, I will have that. And so I bought there, sitting in Deadwood, South Dakota, VFW hall number, whatever, what the hell it was, so-and-so. Oh, I said, my good golly, that's good. It tastes so good to me. And I wonder about this. Is it because of my father that he drank that? Is that why he liked it? Was it because it was so good? And then I heard a story from my mother after that. She said, yeah, right after I was born. Oh, my dad must have been ready for a party. They went out to Art and Bev Demert's family friends. And there was a party, you know, friends coming over, what you would call, like a dinner party for hillbillies and Polacks. And they were there, and this woman said, oh, what a cute baby. I was just an infant at the time. And she says, can I hold him? My mom's like, okay. So she gives me to this strange woman. I don't know who that woman was. I don't know if my mother did either. Probably. But she turns around, she's like, oh my God, the weight of the shoulders off, the weight of the world off of my shoulders. You know, I must have been a heavy kid at 7 pounds. But there's so much in me, you know, there's something coming. It's got to be like carrying around a couple bags of mortar. So much to be had. And she's standing there talking, and she said she turned around, and there's this woman. She's holding little Judas, and she's got a bottle, and she's got, and she said that I was sitting there with my little legs going, and I was like, give the kid a bottle, and so as it turns out, it might not be so much that there's a predisposition for taste of this stuff. It may have been that my dad was loaded on Pabst, probably a good chance of it, when I was born, when I was conceived the night of the zygote, the blastocyst, the night of the fetus, the night of the coming future. He was probably loaded on it, and I'd been sitting there going, oh, where's the beer? You know, finally this woman hands, so yeah. Can they come get me? Sure. You know, they act like they can't come to us just for talking, but I remember when I was a kid, the only thing you couldn't make a joke about was killing the president. Now you can make a joke about anything and they can put you away. Black van. Give me a long neck bottle of beer. Pabst Blue Ribbon beer. Here's to all those who have lived and died, and to all those who live to die in search of the next great adventure.